Hey YouTube, Bert Billy. Hey, I got a 2003 Chevy Silverado. It's a Z71 with a 1500. It's a Z71 package, four-wheel drive. I'm getting this horrible grinding noise under my, feels like it's under my driver's side seat, but the sound, it's hard to really pinpoint it. I actually strapped a camera underneath there the other day, and I'm going to get some of that footage on here so you guys can hear what I'm dealing with. I'm actually running up. I got to drop a letter off. I got a bumpy road I'm going to go down so you guys will hear it. First time I heard the noise was about 4 months ago. I was, sorry, sun just hit my eye there. I don't mean to go, So, first time I heard it, it was about 4 months ago back in November. I was turning a left turn, slow turn, and I got this grind. And I thought it was differential. I went in and the mechanic said, yeah, let's change the fluids. We got the fluids changed out. Everything looked all right. There's a little bit of sludge in the front one, but everything looked okay. And then it kept going. And then I had another guy look at it, and then he went after the exhaust rattle stuff, changed out the hangers, and he said, well, ball joint and shocks. Well, I ended up having the shocks done because they were under warranty, and they said the ball joint wasn't bad, but then they found something else. And it's been one thing after another. This is starting to cost me like into the thousands of dollars, and it's killing me on time. Like, I keep losing this truck. So here we are, fast forward to today, where it's beginning of March. I had a mechanic that we know look at it over the weekend. He said, Ben, I think it's in your universal joint, possibly a back bearing, but he wasn't real sure on the bearing, didn't think it was that bad, but he said definitely something's up with your U-joint. Well, I had the U-joints replaced last year, so they're less than a year old, and I'm like, all right. Well, he had a guy, he said it was a real good guy. He took it in Tuesday. He doesn't have that truck on the lift 30 seconds, and he's like, bad drive shaft. All right, well, I mean, this guy says, you know what you're talking about. Oh, absolutely, it's a bad drive shaft. I'm like, you heard the noise. Oh, I heard the rattle. I'm like, well, there's a grinding. Hey, this is what it is. I can tell you, Chevy trucks do this. What's the drive shaft going to cost me? It's almost $1,000. All right? I mean, we're at this time of year for me. I'm a contractor. It's the middle of winter. This is break-the-bank stuff. I'm like, you're sure I'm dealing with a drive shaft here? Because I drove here with a truck. You know, if the drive shaft's broken, no, he insisted it's a drive shaft. So, if you can tell I'm upset right now, I'm a little pissed off. Because he put the drive shaft on, and it's freaking grinding like crazy. And then he's like, well, your drive shaft was bad. So, I'm still figuring out how I'm going to deal with it. I got my old drive shaft back from him. Apparently, GM, when they built these things, they put these aluminum drive shafts on them, and they were junk. And I guess a lot of them were breaking, so they've modified it and put on new drive shafts, and they're really big now, the new ones, and that's what I got. But I've also found through my research that there's a lot of transfer case problems, differential problems. Starting to think my next truck might not be a GM. Maybe looking at Dodge or Ford or something. I don't know. I got to do some more research, but I'm getting pissed. Getting back to the noise problem, we're going to go for a ride here. I'm going to let you guys hear it. We'll go from there. But if any of you can identify this or help me with it, please, I'm begging you. I've been dealing with this for 4 months. I'm like 5 or 6 mechanics in, including a transmission company. I've lost my truck for literally weeks now, sitting in shops. No one can identify what's going on here. So, here we go. Okay, and before I forget, any of you that noticed, I've got some trouble lights on here. The check engine light, I don't have a result on that yet. I haven't gone in and had it pulled. I got to get the e-check done here, so I have to get that resolved. And I'll know what that is shortly. But the ABS and brake lights, the reason why the red brake light is on is because ABS is currently disconnected. We did that so the pump wasn't activated so we could roll ABS out, because these trucks have notorious ABS issues, and the ABS modules go, and it looks like mine's acting up, and that will cause those are really another expensive repair, and that just to make sure that we weren't hearing something ABS related. Pump got disconnected. So everybody that I've talked to, mechanics, and likewise have said that rules out ABS for making this noise. Alright, so things to know. Transmission shifts really good. Feels no hesitation, no noise in there, anything like that. The drive shaft is new. The tires are newer. Shocks are new. It's been looked at by like 5 different garages and a tranny shop. They're not Let me hit some. I don't know if you guys can hear that rattling.